Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Yellow. In the last episode, we were able to capture Zapdos, and in this episode, we're heading down onto the next route. And just like I thought, you have the eyes of an eagle. Wait, you'll have a heart attack. I'm gonna have a heart attack? Don't tell me that. Rude. Rutabaga. Alright, Swimmer wants to fight. Swimmer sent out a Goldeen. Oh man. And Fafner's just like the first one of the party. Let's do this. Rap, or substitute? I'm going to do substitute apparently. I thought I was going to use rap, but I picked the wrong one because I'm smart. Tail whip. It did not work. I'm going to lower my head now. You know, that's one thing that is just kind of sucky about the moveset that I have picked out currently. It's a little slow going. But look at that substitute taking that damage. Yeah. How about another Skull Bash? It's going to use Horn Attack. That is more than likely going to break the substitute. Yep. Okay, and probably just a few reps and you should be down. Look at that damage. Yeah, you can't move. What up? Dragon types are actually incredibly hard to raise. I'm thinking about changing Fafner's moveset just a little bit, just because it's a very slow moveset. That's the best way I have to describe it. I'm thinking maybe we might. I just have all sorts of inserted letters in my Word document here. Like Hyper's Beam, Res X Z, and then substitute spelt wrong with a Z. Like, was I drunk? I don't think I was drunk, but apparently I was drunk. But what we might want to go for, I'm thinking about teaching Fafner Thunderbolt, and that might be actually really useful in this upcoming area. It's about to use a Staryu. Nope, we're gonna just keep on going, keep on strutting away, and I am faster than everything, which makes this really nice. I can just keep using Rap over and over and over again. They can't do anything. It's really nice for me, especially when I have to grind, but, you know, for moving videos along, it's not really the most productive thing ever. And the attack continues. Alright, well, you know, it is storming here where I live. And I just hope that the power doesn't go out, because I'll have to re-record this. And I really don't want to have to do that. Ugh. But I did go to the dentist earlier today, and they worked out my teeth. So my mouth's kind of sore. I'm just hoping that it doesn't affect my ability to speak for long periods of time. Because that's what I'm going to be doing, talking for long periods of time. I have to do a whole week. Dogs and Burgers are special today. Or Dogs and Burgers on special. Pikachu! Pika! Okay, then this nice little house thing. What is this? Oh, it's some sort of machine. It's the printer, and you can actually hook up a Game Boy printer up to your Game Boy if you have one. I don't have one. That's because, also I'm using an emulator, so I'm kind of a cheapskate. Pokemon. Water Bowser. Surf. And we'll get on the Water Bowser. Alright. So now the whole idea is to avoid as many trainers as we can, which I'm going to be able to do, because I'm going to come back and I'm going to grind off of these guys by myself. What we're trying to do is mainly actually get to an island. Cinnabar? Not Cinnabar Island. What? It's another island. Hold on. Anyway, we're trying to get to the island, which is basically the midway point between the next town that we need to get to anyway. Wow, I'm already there. Freaking exciting. Now, something that's not exciting. Wait, can I just... I don't think I could just skip this. No, I cannot. Okay, I thought for a second there I was going to be able to just skip this. I'm like, wait, I didn't think that was possible. I thought you had to go through this. You do. So, one thing... I get... Okay, so actually, if this is another... Okay, it's not a different Pokemon. Never mind. What I was going to say, though, is that something that's really nice about having Fafner is that if I encounter a new Pokemon and I'm faster than them, I can just keep using Rap and I can actually whittle down their health and then throw a Pokeball at them, which is really nice. Okay. I know what our agenda is here. I just don't know how long I'm going to be wandering around trying to get the agenda. This is actually one of the dungeons I am not too familiar with. I'm assuming that goes right up there. No? Okay. Basically, what we're looking for is a couple of boulders. Yeah, a couple of boulders, exactly. 2 of them. And what we're going to do is we're going to use them to change the water currents downstairs. Alright, but a lot of this is going to be me wandering around, chatting. Or getting into Pokemon battles. I should have bought some repels. Alright. I just came up that way, I'm pretty sure. So let's go this way. No? Okay. I don't know what I'm doing, apparently. I just got completely turned around in here. Which is kind of what this area is meant to do, but, you know, I just wasn't expecting it to happen that fast. Okay, so something that we can do that might not be as obvious is you can just jump down these holes and you end up in a water area. But this area has a current, so it automatically pushes you down here and you get pushed into this area. But we can use this to our advantage to get to some other places that we couldn't get to before. Actually, what's the sign say? Danger! Fast current. Well, thank you, game. And I want to say it's like right up this ladder is where we find our first boulder. The boulder does not appreciate this treatment. I am the boulder. I am a sumo wrestling earthbender. God dang it. For those of you that don't know, that's from Avatar: The Last Airbender. Alright, I think we're getting close to a place I need to be. Please. Big money, no whammies. I hate you. You know, this wouldn't be so bad if I weren't... Oh, there's some boulders. Wouldn't be so bad if it weren't for the fact that I'm recording. I think I want to go this way. No, I don't. I am lost. Can I just go down here? I can. Okay, what's the goal here? I know it's to get one of these guys down a hole. So I'm going to use strength. Pokemon... Strength. Perfect. So I will admit that I did spend part of my day waiting on a phone call. I was expecting to get a phone call and I just never got it. I think I fucked this up already. Did I foop this up? I did not. I could still save this. Okay. Or I could get into a Pokemon battle. That works too. Can head up here. I can push this boulder. Pretty easy. Wild Pokemon battle. So something I do want to mention that does get a little bit underneath my skin, I guess I could say, like that's going to be the best term I can give for it, is the fact that when you're told by, I'm not going to say like an extremely important company, but by a company nonetheless that you're, I guess I should say, a company that is very well... Like, they should have a fast response time. I guess that's the best way I can put it. You're told by a company that should have a super, super fast response time that they're going to give you a call back, right? And you just don't get that phone call back, right? I spent an hour and a half waiting to get a phone call back, and I'm kind of super salty about it. Anyway, 1 second real quick while I go ahead and get some saving done. Alright, everyone, we are back to fight the next Pokemon, legendary Pokemon, I should say, in this entire thing. So this is the main thing that we're here for. It's for this Pokemon. So let's go ahead and initiate our battle with the legendary Pokemon Articuno. Look at that sprite. Oh man. Go Captain Pyro. I'm gonna start out with a Fly. Apparently I'm starting out with Fly. Okay, I guess it's good to know how much damage that's going to do. Should take normal damage from this, but I am 14 levels lower. It's super effective. Oh boy. Go Thunder. Alright, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use a Thunderbolt. I don't know what else I was going to use. Apparently something. Alright, it's not very effective. That's what I enjoy seeing. And now this is going to take a little bit of a while to catch. I'm hoping it's not going to be nearly as drawn out as Zapdos was. Zapdos was incredibly hard for me to catch. It took quite a while, and you got a critical hit, didn't you? No, you used Ice Beam. Never mind. You switched up your moveset just a bit. Okay, Fafnir's a dragon. Fafnir's like the worst thing I could... Oh, I think Celery's the worst thing I could send out against it. Let's try it again. Alright, and let's use a Razor Leaf. It has high damage. This Peck's going to do a lot of damage, though. Or... Razor Leaf has high critical hit ratio. You know, that's one thing that I didn't think about when I was designing this team, was the legendary birds. If I would have had the legendary birds more in thought than I, ended up... that Ice Beam is just wrecking my team. But I didn't really think about the legendary birds, and I didn't realize that I had so many weaknesses to these legendary birds that are out there. Thorn, you're going to be next. And let's go ahead and use... Oh, I don't know what I want to use. Horn Attack? Use Peck. I'm surprised. But yeah, it was a critical hit. Alright, come on! Okay, it's not going to do as much damage. Or I could get another critical hit. That's fantastic. I got a critical hit, though. Just because I knew I wasn't going to make it anyway. Critical hit. Alright, next Pokemon I'm going to use is going to be Fafnir. Now, Fafnir, I'm hoping you can get off the wrap. If you can get off the wrap, we're going to be golden. Oh, that is so little damage that I'm doing. Oh, goodbye, you're a dragon. Get melted. GGG. It's super effective. Fafnir fainted. Imagine that. Alright, we're going to send out our water type, Water Bowser. And he is going to be the one that's probably going to live the most against this. I'm going to use Bite just to soften it a little bit more. I hope it... Don't do it. Just soften it. Just... Oh, you softened it. That's for sure. Okay. I need this. What? What? Oh, I was just like, I'm not gonna get it the first time. It's not that easy. Zapdos was so much harder than Articuno. I was expecting to be here for like an hour recording. I didn't even read its freaking Pokedex entry. Jeez, I'm so excited. Okay. How many revives do I have? 2. Thunder, you're gonna be the most useful getting out of here, and probably Fafnir right after. I am just surprised that I got... Oh, I did that. I did a thing. Okay, well, that was exciting. Well, I hate to end the episode at this point, but I think I'm gonna count my chickens before they hatch or something like that. That was an amazing video to record, actually. That was awesome. So, I think I'm going to go ahead and leave it off here, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Pokemon Yellow. If you did, please hit the like button. And if you'd like to see more content from me, please subscribe. I talked a lot right there just now. Pikachu, how are you feeling? Okay! That fucking amazing. That's the synopsis of this episode. Fucking amazing. Alright, well everyone, I hope you enjoyed again, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.
Ow, ow.
Who are you getting
Arrows.
shot by?
Probably a player. Yeah, there's a player over there.
Where?
On the other side of the thing.
Oh. I think you wanted us to open up a can of whoop-ass on him? What I would do is, while they're lecturing or whatever, I could pull up the PowerPoints on my laptop, or I could play Minecraft. And I literally played the crap out of Minecraft. It was so much fun being able to do that just in the middle of my class.